Incoming transmission from the future. Vancouver AI Community Meetup.
Up next, we have crowd favorite Britney Smiler from UBC Cogs and our local poet laureate. Britney wears a lot of hats around here, and you're going to hear from her again tonight.
Hi. As Sia mentioned, I had the pleasure of hearing the longer version of that talk earlier this week, along with a couple of other people in this room. I've seen at least 2 of my students here, which makes what I'm about to do a little more daunting. My students have not heard me perform poetry, believe it or not. But yeah, Sion, being a person is difficult sometimes. And all of that introspection that you and ourselves expect us to do, looking into that black box and figuring out what on earth is going on in there. But it's cool. I wrote us a manual. And like any good piece of writing, it comes with a few caveats. Like, don't trust the table of contents. This manual was trained on inconsistent data, mislabeled memories, incorrectly timestamped feelings, and at least one typo that significantly impacted its meaning-making ability. Chapter 1 might come after 14 or before 2, so simply begin with the first page, which might also be the 3rd or possibly the 88th, but in any case, will have a small number 1 printed on its bottom corner. And tear it out. It was written before I knew about the flood and the floor plan shifting nightly, before the lie I told in 2nd grade metastasized into a personality trait. If you reach a recipe for plum cake, keep reading. It's not a metaphor. Or maybe it is, I kind of forgot what I meant. But it's a good cake, and if we're gonna bake, we'd better do it soon, lest this kitchen lose its oven again. This room wasn't here yesterday. And tomorrow it will be a hallway or a childhood bedroom doubling as a prison despite the door never having a lock. Things are always other things in these parts, aren't they? One way to say what you mean is to not say everything you don't. You can also figure out what you want this way, but that path is long and full of things you will not like. I don't recommend it. Still, should the shifts tend toward persistent hallwaying, you're doing it wrong. Instead, whisper your morning affirmations to that stain shaped uncannily like your father's posture. This typically corrects the issue within 1 to 5 business years. If that recipe appears, yes, again, it's okay to cry. Most people don't, but it's okay if you do. No one ever asked for plum cake, but it was clear they didn't want whatever it was you were offering before. So you try sweetness. It won't work, but let them eat cake anyway. When you come across the glossary, ignore it. Those words don't mean what they used to. Semantic drift is a known failure mode in models like this, and that page smells of lavender just strongly enough to make you think about my ex-boyfriend's mother. I don't recommend it. If the index still lists forgiveness, that's a typo. It was meant to say formica, you know, that hard, uncuttable plastic used for countertops. Don't turn to that page. There's nothing there for you. And if you come across a map, don't follow it. Cartography was outsourced to a dream I misinterpreted in 2007. Most paths lead to the room with all the mirrors, which may or may not be there, but last I checked, they were nearly all covered with sludge anyway. I'm told it's natural. Happens to everyone. I tried to clean those mirrors once, just to see if I still could, whether unsludging them would do any good. One cracked. Not from pressure, just from being looked at too long. Some things were not built to be revisited. When you find that spiral staircase, do not descend. It only leads back here, but significantly more wet. On page 42, you'll find a memo from the laundry chute about where exactly you've been tossing all those unresolved issues, asking you to consult section 7.2 titled Acceptance, Begrudging. Oh, and about that plum cake. The recipe will dis and reappear periodically, sort of like a dare or a hint, and usually in direct opposition to whether you have any plums you could stand to use up in the first place. When the pages make a break for it, let them. Sentences bite when backed into a corner. Don't try to fix the pagination. The errors are apparently intentional. I'm told it's natural. There is no errata. The errors have tenure. They unionized last spring and now demand to be called choices. Who am I to disagree? And if you reach the acknowledgements, you've gone too far. No one gets thanked in this version. Thank you.